Hello, welcome to Dream Big and Succeed with Sunday Ezekiel. And thank you for joining us today again. Our focus today is delegation, which I called leadership growth strategy. What is delegation? By way of definition, delegation is the process of getting things done through other people. It is the process of identifying your work responsibility as a leader and assigning portions of your work to others so that the workers become fulfilled and the work is accomplished. Delegation is a very important aspect of reproducing yourself as a leader. Now, learning to delegate allows leaders to focus on what only they can do and do well. In other words, that is what a leader can do and do well. Delegating will enable such leader to focus on that instead of getting distracted. The reason most major goals are not achievable is that we spend our time doing the second thing first. Can you see that? In order to delegate effectively, you as a leader must assign authority and responsibility from one person to another to carry out specific activities. Delegation allows a shift in decision-making authority from one level to another within an organization. Leaders lead by asking, delegating, guiding, encouraging, and risking. Let me say that again. Leaders lead by asking, delegating, guiding, encouraging, and risking. A good leader will ask questions to understand what needs to be done, delegate responsibility, and give authority to those who will oversee various aspects of the project, guiding his followers in the right direction so the project can be accomplished, and encourage those working together so they will take risk to effect a significant change. You cannot do everything. Listen to that again. You as a leader cannot do everything. As a matter of fact, you are not designed to do everything. We all have our capacity, our level of capacities. So there's no way you as a leader can do everything. A great leader needs to be able to delegate effectively. And one of the keys to delegating successfully is giving the team, the staff, the employees, ownership of the work you assign them. They cannot just feel like they own the work. They really need to have to own it. When they don't feel like they own it, or when they don't really own it, then delegation process is not effective. Henry Brandt once gave pastors this advice: your leadership position requires meeting the demands of growth. Growth requires change and sharing the work through delegation. Neglecting or ignoring this principle jeopardizes both your personal ability and your church's ability to minister effectively. Now, why is delegation important? Let's look at this briefly. Why is delegation important? Now, the first reason to me is that it is commanded by God. It is commanded by God. Now, I find something in scriptures, Exodus chapter 18, verse 21 to 23. Let me read that to us. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands, and rulers of hundreds, and rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto you, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for you, and they shall bear the burden with you. If you shall do this thing, and God command you so, then you shall be able to endure, and all these people shall go to their place in peace. When you check this place, that this passage that I read to us now, you see that in that aspect, an advice was being given to the leader that you cannot attend to the people's need alone. Why don't you look out for men that you have been able to test in terms of character, in terms of competence, and in terms of other very important criteria of judging leaders? Why don't you look for them and place them at various levels of authority so that they can be in charge at their various level of capacity? So I see that delegation is commanded by God if we must fulfill our leadership goal. Secondly, nobody is designed with the ability to do everything alone. One is too small a number to achieve greatness, as John C. Maxwell put it. We cannot do it all. We are not called to do it all. There is dignity about remaining within the calling we have. Leaders have the ability to give people jobs that they love to do. Now, the leader's greatest achievement is to get thousands of people to do something they would never have done otherwise. It helps them enjoy doing it and become successful in the effort. Now, the third reason why delegation is important is because delegation enables leaders to concentrate on the key areas of their work at the strategic position. It helps the leader, or it helps the leadership ability of potential leaders to develop. If you don't delegate to people, how will you know that they can lead successfully like you? So people to whom work is assigned develop a leadership mindset, and it provides successors at all levels. Delegation enables leaders to rise higher, and it removes stress and burnout. You see, as a leader, if you don't delegate some assignment, you are going to suffer burnout because there is no way you can do everything. Phil Pringle, in his book, You the Leader, outlines some of the reasons why leaders fail to delegate. And these reasons include: number one, they do not believe anyone else can do it as well as they can. That is not true. There is nothing you are doing as a leader that others can't do, given the right conditions. As a matter of fact, what makes you a great leader is the fact that we are able to create room for others to step into our shoes by training them through delegation. So there is no way you should be thinking that no one else can do it except you. No. Number two reason why leaders don't delegate is we do not want anyone else to do it. We enjoy doing it too much. That is not good. Do not be so satisfied doing it yourself when you can have others do it for you. Very important. The third point here is that we do not trust anyone else to do it. Please note, trust is the key word here. You can't be a great leader if you can't trust people to take charge of tasks on your behalf. Yes, people will always disappoint because no one is perfect. Even you as a leader, you're not perfect. Learn to trust people no matter how risky it is. We grow by trusting others to take over issues on our behalf. Very, very important. Another reason why leaders don't delegate is we fear someone else may do it better and thus make us look bad. The joy of a leader is to see his followers doing better what he would have done. That's the joy of a leader, to see others doing it better. Look, insecurity is a major cause of setbacks in our leadership journey. That's what I've come to realize. An insecure leader cannot grow a thriving organization. Such attitudes from a leader will place a cap of limitation on such leaders' progress, and it will affect the organization. You must be able to trust people. You must be able to live with a sense of security. Let others take the glory, but you know that you have been privileged to be the leader behind the scenes that is pushing others out there. For any organization to grow, we must delegate a lot of things to able leaders so that they can become competent in the process. However, it is important not to construe delegation for abdication. Leaders who abdicate turn their backs on their people and do not gather information on their own. They only become involved again if they add bad news. But leaders who delegate stay in the information loop and are ready to help if they are called. Therefore, do not abdicate, rather delegate. Now, what are the simple process of delegation? What are the simple process of delegation? I'm going to look at that briefly. Number one, planning. Sit down to plan. List all jobs to be assigned. List all jobs to be assigned. Number two, delegate. You must delegate the necessary tasks after planning. We can accomplish all that we do through delegation, either to time or other people. Number three, train. You must train the delegatees in order to do the job well. People you don't train, you can't blame them. So train them so that they can do the job well. Number four, motivate. Praise or recognize people by reward. This could be cash reward and other kinds of reward. But people need to be motivated if they must handle the job effectively. Number five, evaluate. This will enhance feedbacks from the delegatees. When you evaluate, the people you gave the job to do will give you feedback so that you will know how to move on with them in the assignment you have delegated to them. Always learn how to evaluate. Number six, empower. You must give them the power required to work and use their initiative. This is very important. Give them the power required to work and allow them use their initiative. People can do so much if we can trust them to delegate to them. Learn the art of delegation today and practice it from time to time so as to take your leadership opportunities to a higher level and influence more people to succeed in their own leadership journey. Don't forget, leadership is influence, and the essence of leadership is service. Begin today to increase your influence and service to your world by practicing the art of delegation. Till I come your way in my next broadcast, don't forget to always dream big and succeed. Cheers.